All right, let's just dive right into this explainer. Today, we're not just reading some distant, dusty myth. We are going to experience the ancient text of the Ramayana for what it truly is, an escalating ultimate hero's journey. We're going to trace the exact steps of Rama and Sita, looking really closely at the trials, the magic, and those supreme tests of character that absolutely define a true epic. And we've got to start with a bang here. Just listen to this. I quake, the cities of men downfall. Guys, that is Mother Earth herself speaking. It completely sets this massive mythical tone for the world we're about to enter. Because this isn't a story of ordinary people. We are talking about a world where gods, shape-shifting demons, and the earth itself are active physical players in the narrative.
So, tracing their path across this ancient world is actually super fascinating. We get a literal roadmap of a hero's growth. They start out as these sheltered princes in the white-walled city of fair Ayodhya. Then they move to the deep thunder of the Sarayu River, through the incredibly old Angadisha forest, into ruined retreats, and finally they arrive at the spectacular city of Mithila. It's a geographical and spiritual progression side by side.
Section 1. The call to adventure and supernatural aid.
Look, every epic needs an inciting incident, right? And here it shows up as the incredibly powerful Brahmana, Vishwamitra. He literally just arrives at the palace to pull these young, round-faced princes, Rama and Lakshmana, straight out of their comfortable royal lives and into the dangerous wild. Naturally, King Dasharatha is terrified to let his young boys go fight demons, but Vishwamitra convinces him with this incredible truth. He reminds the king that strategic retreat or stillness in a warrior isn't weakness. It's just the silent drawing back of a fist to strike a blow. And with that, the king smells the hair on the crowns of his sons' heads, embraces them, and finally lets them go.
So consider this our hero's supernatural boot camp. Vishwamitra is basically turning Rama from a boy into a warrior who can wield literal magic. Step 1, Rama has to drink this mystical water from a coconut shell all at once. If he stops it all, it won't work. Step 2, he learns the daughters of Brahma. These are incredible mantras of power that ensure tiredness, illness, or even hunger can never touch him. And step 3, sitting in the pitch dark, Rama summons celestial weapons. Some look like live coals, some like great suns and moons, and he simply touches each one to master it. It's totally wild.
Moving on to Section 2, Magic, Weapons, and Demons. Now, armed with these heavenly tools, Rama faces his first real test, protecting a 6-day sacrifice. And the crucial point here is understanding the sheer supernatural threat level he is up against. These aren't just your run-of-the-mill bandits. They are Rakshasas, terrifying shape-shifting demons. The text actually describes these two demons, Maricha and Subaho, sweeping in over the treetops, exactly like two black clouds, causing the holy fire on the altar to literally flicker in terror. But get this, look at how Rama actually handles it. He takes 3 aiming steps backward and just fires. And I really want to emphasize the mind-bending scale of his power here. His arrows strike Maricha's heart all as one. And the sheer force of the impact carries this massive demon through the air for hundreds of leagues, eventually dumping him totally unconscious into the far western sea. Rama just easily dispatches what should have been an impossible threat.
Which brings us to Section 3, the road of trials and spiritual purity. Because an epic journey, it's never just about physical combat. A true hero has to have deep spiritual virtue too. On their way to the Videha kingdom, they stop at this ancient, crumbling stone wall, completely overgrown with vines. And what's absolutely fascinating is that the text says the wall actually trembles when the dust from Rama's feet touches it. It almost seems alive. Vishwamitra explains that this is actually the ruined hermitage of Gautama, where this dark, heavy curse has lingered for ages.
Turns out, hidden there is Ahalya, a woman so beautiful she was cursed to pure invisibility by her husband Gautama after the god Indra deceived her. And the kicker? That curse could only be broken by Rama's arrival. And what a beautifully redemptive moment this is. Rama steps into the ruined hermitage and immediately, out of nowhere, there is a shower of golden marigolds from the blue sky. Gandharva music starts playing. Ahalya becomes visible again, shimmering like the sun reflecting in rippling water. Rama's mere presence breaks the curse of a literal god, proving his ultimate spiritual purity. Section 4, the supreme ordeal, the impossible challenge. All right, we have reached the absolute climax of our explainer. Rama finally arrives in the dazzling city of Mithila, this incredible city of castles and spires. Now, King Janaka has a heavenly weapon in his possession, And the huge question hanging over the entire kingdom is simply this: who could possibly string the bow of Shiva?
King Janaka lays out the impossible stakes here. He basically declares, "To bend Shiva's bow is the dowry of my daughter Sita. None could even lift this bow." He frames this bow as a jewel, a raft he has used to cross the sea of 14 long years, turning away countless suitors, because lifting it is entirely beyond mortal men.
Just to give you a sense of its immense, terrifying weight, it takes 5 incredibly strong men just to drag this thing out of its house. And they have to pull it on a massive 8-wheeled cart protected inside a long iron case that's covered in flowers and sandalwood dust.
So Rama opens the box. He touches it, almost playfully at first. Then he balances it, he lifts it, he strings it, and then he drew it so strongly that it snapped right above the grip. The sensory detail in the ancient text is just wild. It says the noise of the snap was so incredibly loud that everyone watching literally fell down to the ground, completely stunned, except for Rama, his brother, the king, and Viswamitra.
Section 5. The Earthborn Princess.
With that bow violently shattered, we transition to the beautiful reward of this journey: Sita. She is literally half divine, discovered by King Janaka as a golden-skinned baby sitting right in a plowed furrow of the earth. She's described as having dark doe eyes, fragrant dark hair falling clear down to her ankles, her soles dyed red with lac. She's draped in crimson robes, wearing these gorgeous bridal garlands of jasmine and silver veils as light as air. The text simply asks, when she smiled, what else existed? They actually get married outdoors, right in a plowed royal field with an altar made of earth. And I just love this quote from King Janaka during the ceremony. He tells Rama to cherish her with the eyes of love, and he tells Sita to follow Rama like his own shadow forever. It is such a deeply touching, grounded piece of advice from a king whose own hands are rough from a lifetime of plowing and reaping. It perfectly ties those magical, divine elements right back to a beautifully human connection. Section 6. The Triumphant Return to Ayodhya. And so we bring the journey full circle. Rama, married and victorious, heads home for a legendary period of peace. And his rule brilliantly illustrates his dual nature. As he takes over the kingdom, the text highlights this exact contrast. He had the unmatched physical power to literally bend iron in his bare hands, yet he possessed the boundless, gentle compassion to delicately fix a bird's broken wing. It perfectly summarizes his ultimate strength combined with profound kindness. Rama and Sita settle down into the black stone palace of the moon. And what follows is 12 perfectly peaceful years. Rama is a wise and really humble ruler. He doesn't go around giving unsolicited advice. He knows when to save and when to spend. The text notes he never took the universe to task, and bad accidents simply never happened near him. He was universally loved by his people simply because his way was inherently noble. Which honestly leaves us with this final, really provocative thought to end our explainer today. What makes a hero truly epic? Is it the terrifying, shape-shifting demons they defeat and the impossible bows they shatter? Or is it the gentleness they show, the bird's wings they heal, and the peace they cultivate after the battle is won? Think about that for a bit as we close the book on the boyhood of Rama.